Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the boat build. This is the mini Alaskan build. And as you can see, it's looking pretty good now. If you guys are just following along, if you're just tuning in now, this boat started out as a completely gutted boat, no paint on it or anything. So I've kind of built out the inside to the way I want it. And in the last video, we painted it and put the wrap on it and all that stuff. So if you guys want to see everything from the beginning, go check out the playlist for this series, the mini Alaskan build, and you can see the whole thing from start to finish. So this is what it looks like now. I'm super happy with it. I mean, this is actually a really nice boat. It's a fully welded hull, no rivets. There's no wood in this thing whatsoever. The transom is fully aluminum. It's a nice little boat, and we're building it out sort of the Alaskan style build, open floor plan. Gonna be nice for hunting, fishing, all kinds of stuff. So you guys, if you haven't already, please go down here, hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate it. So here we are. This is the boat. This is what it looks like. It's raining out right now, so I can't bring this outside, but man, the paint job came out so sick on this. I had some leftover Havoc OD green paint that I had left over from the last boat build that we did, and it was enough to paint this entire boat. And then we wrapped like the back, I don't know, third of this in this camo pattern here, and then we put the StarCraft stickers on and stuff like that. But so the outside is all done. I mean, it came out really good, and now I got to finish up the inside. The inside doesn't look too great. I painted everything that's going to show. We're going to hydroturf this whole floor up over this bench. This is the Trick Tins hatch that he made for me. If you guys haven't gone and checked out his channel, he's a welder, fabricator, and does boat builds, and man, he does some crazy stuff. So he built this hatch for me so we can turn this whole back end of this boat. This was just a bench here. I built this all out so you can stand on this, a nice big casting platform, and you can have your motor here and still be able to access all the stuff under here. So first things first, I got to get all the wires run up to the front of the boat. We got to put our nav lights on. We're going to have a trolling motor that's going to sit here. This is going to be all hydro-turfed over, so you won't see that. And then we're going to also have some floodlights for like duck hunting or whatever, going out running in the dark. So we got some interior lights, we got switches, we got all kinds of stuff that we're putting in this fish finder. We got some lithium batteries we got to fit underneath here. I don't know. I got to figure it all out. So stay tuned. We're going to get this thing together, and hopefully at the end of this video, it'll be done, and maybe we can give it a little test drive, and then we can start making some videos fishing out of this thing. So stay tuned. Oh man, this is going to be bad. This thing barely fits in here. It is going. Whoop. Oh yeah, we got it. We got it. So these are the nav lights that I'm going to use for the front. I'll link them down below. They're just a LED strip, low profile, out of the way. They got 3M tape on the back, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then get these wires run inside of here so we can just go ahead and hook those right up and be done with that. Next thing I'm going to wire up here is these interior lights. I am going to put some interior lights in here, and I got these rock lights that I've used before in other builds and on my snowmobile and stuff, and I got these in a green color, so the whole inside of this will light up green. For sure, I'm putting one there with that wire sticking out there, and if it works out, I'll put another one right here, so we'll have 3 lights in here. Should light up this boat nice. Okay, so I think I got everything kind of buttoned up to where I need to. I got all the electrical sort of roughed in. I think I've run all the wires I need to, I hope, because I don't want to have to take this up. Now it's time. I've been putting this off. We got to do the turf. I've done a few turf jobs myself, nothing of this size. I've done smaller ones. This is going to be interesting. But for the turf, I went all out and I got hydro turf here, and I got this directly from Trick Tins, the same guy that made our transom hatch here. He's a hydro turf dealer and sells, I think, a couple other brands of turf material. This is one of the better materials out there, and the color is gonna look sick on this boat. I cannot wait to get this done. Gator. It's the cut groove gator. So it should match this boat like almost spot on. I guess I'm not really going to do a tutorial because I don't know how to do this 100%, but I got the cut groove because I can line up this stuff a little bit better, hopefully cutting it on the groove and then matching up another piece to it. You won't really see the seam because we are going to have seams. The width of this boat is wider than this material, so I'm going to have to put down one sheet of this and then a strip. I guess the first step is we're going to get in here, measure this out. We got to take one of these sheets out, square it up because I'm not sure if they're square. I guess let's just jump into it. So that came out pretty good. I gotta finish this piece up here. I'm gonna try to piece that together at the end. Now I gotta tackle this. I've been trying to think about how I gotta do this. I think what I'm gonna do is because I wanna start here. I wanna start flush against this floor so there's not much of a seam there and go that way with it. So I think I'm gonna cut it to the width of this bench. We'll have to put in a piece here. And then maybe the next piece, because it's smaller, might be able to go the whole way. I don't know, but let's get this centerpiece in here and figure it out. Well, out of 3 sheets, I thought this was all I had left over, but I forgot I had a few more pieces over here, so I probably could have made that work a little bit better, but I'm glad I got 3 sheets. I'm glad Mr. Trick Tins talked me into buying an extra sheet because I don't think I would have made it. There it is. I'm super happy with it. It looks sick. The only parts that I messed up on that I'll have to figure out how to do if I ever do this again is cutting this edge along the boat. I kind of got a little squirrely with it. I probably should use a straight edge or something. You can see right here I got a little bit too far. I repainted that so the aluminum wouldn't show, but I mean all the seams and stuff lined up. You can't even really tell, except for these seams that go this way. You can't really tell where the turf ends and begins, so extremely happy with that. So I guess I'd really like to get the trolling motor on and make sure the thing works. I bought it off from some guy. I didn't see it run. He sent me a video of it and it was barely running, but he said his battery was dead, so I'm hoping that that's the case and it works fine. But I'm gonna get that thing checked out. We're gonna mount that on here, and we also gotta hook up our lights on the front and do the rest of the electrical, but should be pretty easy now. Alright, so I just hooked this up to one of my lead time batteries here. I gotta go test this motor out. I'll talk more about these batteries in just a minute. I got 2 of them that are running this whole boat. Oh yeah. Works. Whew. Thank God. I guess now's a good time to talk about the batteries that we're using in this boat. I got a full lithium setup here for this boat. Lead Time sent these batteries over to me. They actually sent me this one last year, and I've been using it a little bit with some of the outboards that I've been getting and for a starting battery. And they just sent me this battery to run the trolling motor with for this boat build. So I've actually used their batteries a few different times, and they're really nice. I mean, used to be lithium batteries were just ridiculously expensive. This one's 100 amp hour. That's perfect for running a 12 volt trolling motor the size that we got up there. And this one is 165 amp hour, and this is basically a dual purpose battery, but I probably could run the trolling motor and be the cranking battery, but the outboard that we have does not have a pull start on it. It's straight electric start. So I wanted to have a designated battery just for the motor. And then this battery will run everything else from the trolling motor to the fish finder and all that stuff. They're super lightweight. I mean, as opposed to like the lead acid battery. This one's a little bit heavier, but not much. Both of these have Bluetooth capabilities, so you can get the app on your phone. You can scan the little QR code there, get the app on your phone. You can literally monitor the health of your batteries. You can kind of monitor how much life is left in the battery as you're out fishing for the day, which is really nice. This one right here, that's our cranking battery, is designed for as a deep cycle marine cranking battery. Can also run trolling motors, like I said. The cool thing about this one is it has a self-heating feature to it. So I think these things don't like to charge as much when they're cold. So when it gets down to a certain temperature, I think around 32, it'll kick on the heating mode, and then you're able to charge it. And it also, as you're out using the boat, which is going to be perfect for this boat, because if people are out duck hunting, it's usually cold. If we're out trolling, it can get pretty cold out there. If it gets down to a temperature where this battery may not work very well, it'll kick the heating feature on and it'll stay working in the cold weather. It also has a reserve feature, so if it gets down low enough, it'll give you one more. It'll save just enough juice in there to start the motor one more time, so it's not going to run completely dead on you. These things last a very long time. You can, especially like this one, we're going to be using it for the trolling motor and stuff. You drain it down or recharge it, drain it down and recharge it. They work perfectly. They're designed to do that. I got this charger here to go with it, which you can see it has little mounting holes here. We're gonna mount that underneath the boat here so we can charge both of these batteries up. Use this to charge our battery with, and I got another plug here that I got off Amazon that should work with this plug, so I can have it on each battery and plug them in as we need them. But this is what's going to power this entire boat. I wanted something lightweight because all the weight is going to be in the back of the boat, so these are going to be perfect. I love Lead Time batteries. I've been using them. A few of my other boats had these batteries in them. I never had a problem with them, and they last a very long time. So I'm excited to use these. We're going to get these hooked up, and then we can finish up the wiring here. While we're talking about electronics, pretty much everything in this boat besides the wiring, all the lighting, the switches, some of the plugs we got, the circuit breaker, the kill switch on and off, is all sent to me by Nylite. I've used a lot of their products in the past. I used one of their switchboards in the last boat build that we did, and it worked out really well. So I got this switchboard here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 different things there. So that's going to fit in there nice. I got it green to match the rock lights that are from Nylite here. They sent me those. They also, I picked these out on their website. You got these cube floodlights for the front. Those are going to be so sick when I get those hooked up. So, I mean, everything I got electronic wise is from Nylite. So if you guys are looking for boat build electronics, marine use, and even like side-by-side ATV stuff, they have all kinds of stuff there. It's very reasonably priced. I've used some of their lights and stuff on my snowmobile for ice fishing, and they've held up great. So I really wanted to use their stuff in this build, and so far it's been pretty flawless as far as hooking up some of this stuff. So all right, so here are those Nylite cube floodlights here that I got. I got them in the yellow color. I think that'll be pretty sweet, especially going through the fog in the morning for duck hunting and stuff. And I want to put these, I moved this trolling motor back some so I can put these somewhere up in here. I think that'll work pretty good. So we'll get those mounted up and see what that looks like. Yeah, it'll kind of be like that. I showed these in an earlier video. These are just cheap Amazon plastic hatches, and they're gonna do the job just fine here. I didn't want to go and spend a bunch of money on nice, aluminum ones. These will do just fine on a vertical surface like this, and they actually match the boat pretty good. So we're gonna hook that in there. So there's a bunch of different ways to wire up a boat. This is just how I'm doing it. Seems to work. It's pretty easy. And with this switch panel that we have, it makes it pretty easy. All of these switches are fused already, so it makes it really simple to hook this up. The main black line coming off the battery is going to hook to this bus bar, and all of our negatives are going to hook to that bus bar as well. And then we'll have a line coming off of that going into our switch. The positive coming off our battery will come from our kill switch underneath here, the on-off switch, and it will go from there right to here, which will power our switch panel. And then after that, it's pretty simple. All the red ends here, the positive ends, I put these ends on here, and all you have to do is plug it into this number 3 pin on each one of these switches, whichever switch you want, and you're good to go. So I'm gonna get that hooked up and make sure everything works. I've got this situated now, so it makes more sense. One of these is bilge, one of these is fish finder. This one should be the nav lights. Yup. Should be the stern light. Yup. Next one should be floodlights on the front. Yup. And then the last one should be interior lights. Yes. All right, so here's the charger for those 2 lithium batteries. It has a spot where you can mount these. So I'm gonna try to mount this right in here so it's out of the way. And then all you gotta do is plug it into an outlet or extension cord and plug this into your battery, whichever one you're gonna charge, and it'll be like a little onboard charger basically. All right, that's all mounted and out of the way. Plug that right into extension cord or outlet, plug that into your battery. Onboard charger. All right, we're gonna mount that transducer here, and really we're getting towards the end of this, so this is what I'm gonna use to mount the transducer. This is the stern pad. You get it on Amazon, I'll link it down below. I've used this on the other boat build that I did, and it held really well. 3M sticky tape on the back. You just prep the surface, scuff it up a little bit, stick it on there, and that way you can screw directly into this instead of screwing into your hull and putting holes in it. So pop this bad boy on, get that transducer on. Pretty much done. I got to clean up a little bit of wiring and stuff, vacuum this thing out, and get the motor going and stuff. That's a whole separate issue. But for the boat, the most part, the last thing I had to do is put these seats in, and the one back here should be no problem. This is gonna go in there like that, and then I got to drill into here. And I might cut out this foam around here so it sits in there nice, so I want to kind of get it in place. Alright, so I got it all in there. The camera just died. What I did was I put a couple of these screws in and then cut out the foam so it sits relatively flush to the floor. I think that should be nice and strong to put our seat on there. I picked up these rod holders here on Amazon. I'll link them down below. They were super cheap, and they appear to basically be the same mount as a Scotty mount. I think they're gonna work pretty good. We're gonna put them around this boat. I'm gonna put one here and one on the other side so we can troll with it. All right, so the boat essentially is all done. I'm just waiting to get the 2 seats here. Everything else is all set to go. Got the rod holders on. Everything back here is looking good. Batteries are all installed. Wiring's all done. Got the charger in there. Bilge pump's hooked up. Everything's looking good. These are the seats that I had that came with the boat. They are brand new. I couldn't do it with that color with this boat. I needed something different. I'm not gonna, spend all the time and money making this boat look the way it does and then put seats that don't match. I just couldn't do it for my own OCD. We gotta check out this motor that I got. I bought this motor back this winter sometime. Pretty much all I can say about it. It's 20 horse Yamaha Pretty nice little motor. It's a little bit faded here on that. We're gonna clean all of this up and probably touch up some of this paint in spots, like over here. This is broken off of here, but I did buy a new one. So we'll put that on there, so that'll lock up nice. We gotta make sure this thing runs good, and if not, we gotta service it. I may take the carburetor off and just make sure everything's good and just clean it anyway, just to do it. But let's just see how she runs right now. Try it. Starts right up. Water good. Oh. Probably got a little warm up. It's kind of cold out. We may take that carburetor off just to see. I mean, what's it gonna hurt? There's a little bit of crud in there. All right, let's just make sure this thing is gonna run again now that we took it apart. Now this could be a real bad idea. I don't know, a lot of times when I say that, it turns out working out pretty good. But here we go, here's the Yamaha. I just cleaned it up. Kind of shadowy here, this early morning light. It's kind of weird, but doesn't look too bad. You can see, I don't know if the GoPro picks it up. You can see it's got like, I don't know if it's like oxidization or something of the plastic, which I think we can restore that. I'm gonna paint this scuffed off piece here. And other than that, it's not too bad. There is some stuff on the top. I'm really seriously considering painting the top of this motor right now. All right, so we're gonna run the old Yamalube color match paint. I'll do the skeg first. Make sure the color kind of matches a little bit. As long as it's pretty close, I'm gonna try to like spot touch this up. I don't know if it's gonna work. It may be really bad, but we'll see. All right, ready? It's gonna take a few coats. Maybe not. Yeah, I'd say it matches pretty good. Here we go. Say she probably needed to be changed. All right, look at this thing. Paint looking better, all cleaned up. Got rid of some of this stuff here, looks a heck of a lot better. Looks like a brand new prop. That's like pretty much spot on Yamaha prop color too. Just found that at Martin's for cheap. Yeah, the black stuff here that we put on. I even put some on the handle and all the black stuff, all the trim in it. Really, really shined it up nice. So let's get this thing tossed on the boat. I'm excited to get out on the water with this thing. I'm hoping that this thing fits with the transom hatch. It shouldn't be any problem, but I never test fitted it, so let's go try it. I think it's on. Well, here's the moment of truth. Is this hatch gonna close? Oh! Oh yeah. Man, as I was messing with that motor, seat showed up. Yeah, that'll be better. Nothing too crazy, but that'll look way nicer. All right, guys, the boat is officially done. Check out how this thing came out. I am so happy with this thing. This is a perfect little fishing, hunting boat, and I'm gonna keep it a little while, probably make some videos out of it. Man, it came out a lot better than I thought it was gonna. kind of just quickly go over everything. We got the floodlights on here from Nylite, trolling motor, we cleaned that all up. We got the HydroTurf from Trick Tins, that looks awesome. This is the gator color. I got these better looking seats on Amazon. Some rod holders for some trolling. Interior lights from Nylite, the switch panel from Nylite. We got a Humminbird Helix 5, which is pretty sick. We put the storage in here. Go back to the back, the motor. You guys just saw we painted this thing up, got it looking really nice. Absolutely cherry motor, electric start, 4-stroke, 20 horse. We flipped this little lid up here. This is the Trick Tins transom hatch, and underneath here we have our batteries, 2 lead time lithium batteries. We got our fuel tank. We got a onboard charger over there. We got nav lights. We got a rear anchor light for running in the dark. It has a bilge pump. I mean, this boat is done up pretty good for a little 14-footer. I mean, most of the time when you buy a 14-foot aluminum boat, it has bench seats in it and a motor, and that's it. There's nothing else. So this boat is done up like a, more expensive boat with all of these electronics in here, with the bilge pump. We got a nice trolling motor, lights and everything. So you can go out and do all kinds of stuff with this boat. And on top of that, this hull is like, looks brand new. I mean, it's a fully welded aluminum hull. There's no wood at all in it, in the transom, no rivets. Super pumped with how this thing came out. So I'll show you what this thing looks like all lit up at night. But if you guys want to stick around for a few more minutes here, we're going to take this out for its first water test and see how this motor goes, see how everything works, and maybe catch a fish with it. I don't know, we might just drive around with it and test it out. And we're going to probably do some other videos separate from this build series, just fishing out of this boat this year. I'm planning on going out and do a little bit of trolling this week with it, so stay tuned, subscribe. Let's go see how this thing goes. All right, she was a little bit of a cluster at the boat ramp there, launching this thing for the first time. There's a few other people around, so I'm out here. I just got the old 20 fired up, started right up, no problem. Letting it warm up a little bit. We don't have too much wind going on. I'm gonna rip down the lake and see how she does, see what we can get up to for her speed here, and so far it's pretty good. All right. Alright, so it's been a few days since I brought this boat out on the lake and tested it out. I got a cold now, so that's awesome. So the video's not over yet because I still gotta do one more thing. After I drove this, I noticed the motor didn't seem to be high enough up on the transom. When I measured this, let me see, it was 20-inch transom, so that means it takes a long shaft motor. This is a long shaft motor, but when I measure this, 23 inches to the cavitation plate. And that's pretty much what I noticed, was that the water coming off the bottom of the boat was running right underneath this other plate, when it should be down about here. So we're about, 3.5, almost 4 inches too low. That's right where the water was going. I don't know why I didn't even really look at that before, but should be like down here. So you basically got to raise it up, and you could tell from the video the water is kind of spraying out around, and it went just fine. But I think if we can raise that up some more, it'll get on step a little quicker and definitely increase our top speed. I mean, it went 23, 24 miles an hour, but probably get a couple more miles per hour out of it if we can raise that up. So I'm gonna try to do that. Now, I can't move this up anymore on the transom, so what I did was I ordered a jack plate from Amazon. This is the same one that Josh has on his John boat, and it works really well. It's adjustable, so it's 4 inches. I'll link it down below. I think it'll be a good addition to this boat because, you know, whoever gets this boat down the road can put a, you know, whatever motor they want on there. They can raise it up nice and high if they're going to run shallow. So I got the jack plate on here. You can see this thing was an absolute pain in the ass to get on here with this motor. It just, the way that they build this, the clamps for this motor don't even line up with with these posts that come out for the jack plate. So I had to sandwich on some starboard material 1 inch thick just so I could get it to clamp on there. Bolted that through. I mean, the amount of stainless hardware I had to go get was ridiculous, but I got it. It's almost all the way up. It could go up a little bit more if we had to, but I'm gonna try it like this. If you guys check this out now, it's just about even with the cavitation plate. Could probably be a little bit higher, but I think that might be just about perfect. So we're gonna go out in the water and try this out and see if we get any speed increase or less splashback here. It could go up just a little bit more. I may pop that up all the way. We could also mess with where this position is on here, but honestly, I was thinking about it. We got 1 mile an hour faster. It's probably more than that because when I tested this the first time, I had almost no gas in that tank. We got like a 5 or 6 gallon tank and it's completely full right now, so there's a lot of weight in the back with that. So I'm saying we probably got 2 to 3 mile an hour faster because we didn't have that weight in there before. I guarantee. I mean, it seemed to go a lot better, and if it goes up a little bit more, probably go even better. So I'm happy with that. It worked out. It was a pain in the butt putting that on, but I think it's fine. That wraps up the boat build series, guys. That's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. Hopefully you like how the boat came out, and if you like it that much, you can buy it because I'm going to be selling this at some point here. I just don't really have a use for this boat myself personally right now. For one, I don't have the time. I have 2 other boats that I use, but really I'm kind of working my way up to my end goal boat. So I don't want to spoil you guys what that is. I think we might try to go trolling in this week. So see if we can get a few fish on this thing. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave your comments down below how you like this boat and if you'd run it. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you guys in the next video.